Hey, deserving listeners, it's time to continue watching Married at First Sight. My name is Dr. Kirk Honda. I'm a therapist and a professor, and I'm going to react to this TV show. And if you notice that my hair is completely out of control, it's because I haven't been able to get a haircut in 6 months because of the virus. Let's watch this show.
I just don't know. It's so hard to see how he feels about me and stuff. And like, based on how I see a lot of you guys, you know, how your husbands are to you and stuff, I'm like,
is anyone seeing all these little creepy crawlies crawling in the background?
I don't feel that good about myself. I'm just wondering where I go or what I do to...
I mean, I've been on a lot of beaches, and I don't remember at night seeing a lot of creepy crawlies like that. There's a lot of... now, maybe they're cute little frogs.
You know, it's a matter of trying to build an attraction. And thank God you're on the same page. Just because of my looks, that means nothing for you. You know what I mean? Because if that were it, then right now you'd be more into me. And it's not fair and it's not what I want.
Yeah, it's not just about your looks, but do you think...
So I'm truly boggled by Zach.
Everyone finds you attractive? Like, do you think that you've led with your looks most of the time, or...?
Are you saying I engage based on my looks?
Yeah.
And use my looks to my advantage?
Right.
Oh, no.
Really?
No. I mean, no in the sense of not everybody's into that. You know what I mean? And just, no.
Like, to me, it's a huge turnoff, someone that's, like, presumptuous, that just, like, thinks I'm really hot, everyone's gonna like me. Like, do you care about me building an attraction to you?
And you came down the aisle and I was like, she's super pretty. Right? She has dark hair, dark eyes. These are pretty qualities that I like, right? Everything collectively is a matter of, it's an observation and it's a matter of, and that's why I can openly say, like, here's how you build an attraction. There's no assumption that, and you've clarified that. You've said, looks don't matter to you.
So they're editing him, so we don't really know for sure, but he does seem to have a lot of gobbledygook that he says. It's a lot of words. Why would someone do that? Well, there's a lot of potential reasons. One is literally just low IQ and just not being good under pressure because the cameras are there, blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot of different possibilities, a lot of different hypotheses here. One is that he doesn't know what he wants. He also could be terrified of judgment or anger. I don't know. He's just kind of blank in a certain way. And why would someone be blank? Maybe we'll get some more data on that.
So I hear those words that you say. So if you ask me how I feel, and you ask me about my attraction, my response is going to be X, based on my feelings.
So, Zach talks in circles and circles and circles. He says everything while saying nothing. That's how I feel. I'm like, what did you just say? What? I don't know.
Again, that'd be one of those things that you would hope that scientific matchmaking would actually address, is she is a straight talker, he's not. That is predictably not a very good match. It's hard to know how he is with other people, but anyway, let's move on.
Like, do you worry that you're coming across the right way to me?
So,
not about looks. I'm asking you, like, about that stuff.
Right. So, you know, I'm trying to find a means of connection. And, you know, it's always been a lot of serious talk. I mean, I've never had so much serious conversation and discussion in my entire life without some type of laid-back element of being silly and relaxed. And those are the things I'm fishing for. And I struggle to find that.
Ah, okay. So there's a little bit of insight into who he is and his preferences. He likes to be laid back. He likes to be chill. He likes to make jokes. In his mindset or his way, he's like, hey, there's no spark here, but, you know, maybe one will grow. And he's a very laid back person, and he just hopes that she would be laid back about it too. Like, she'd be, oh, okay, you're not feeling a spark? Well, you know, let's see what happens. That's part of that compatibility piece that you would actually look for in a good match. And if they went out on a couple of dates, they'd probably be like, oh, no. She wants to talk and she wants to get to the bottom of things, and I want to be laid back. She's not seemingly a very laid back person. But is that laid back position also part of some defensive structure that we'll get to know later? Maybe we'll get some more data.
definitely shown each other some affection, but we just want to take this at our own pace and don't want to jump into the physical side of it too soon.
In a couple days, I'm already comfortable around you, and it's a little surreal and real at the same time.
We don't want anything to be forced.
Correct.
And I'm just living day by day, moment by moment.
Yeah. So it sounds like Mindy has adapted to Zach's laid-back, chill attitude, which is probably a good place to be. She's like, well, I take it day by day. I think that's a good place to be. Why rush things, and let's see what happens.
Let's do this, Let's do this. We've done it. Or done the marriage thing, not anything.
We did it, so we might as well do it more, right?
Right.
That's what I want. A woman who recognizes who she is, where she stands, regardless of what anybody else thinks. The absolute confidence is perfect, and she definitely upholds that.
Whatever, happens, but you want some gossip?
Yeah.
Zach kissed me.
It was nice to see you just had displayed a ton of confidence in your ability to just go out and say, here's what we go through, and here's how we're feeling. It's not been easy, but our communication has been X, and here's how we learn from it. And I can agree with you and back you up 100%, right?
So that's interesting that for Zach, he was looking for her to stand on her own 2 feet and be confident, and that is making him more attracted to her, which I could see that happening.
It's like a leap of faith as I'm gonna go back to being me, and I don't care what you think. And I greatly appreciate that.
Okay.
So cheers for that.
Cheers. Oh, I thought you were gonna fist bump me. What the hell?
Time and place.
Time and place.
So she has a theme in her jokes that reveals, I think, that theme of believing that she is not good enough or not attractive enough or below him in some way. I don't know. It's just a vibe that I get from the way that she talks. Earlier at dinner, she was like, he kissed me, as if she's the ugly duckling or something. And that that makes me sad for her that she would think of herself that way.
I sense a strong woman, and I sense a woman who has come back to understand who she is. And, when you have those breakthrough moments like that, it allows me to say, open up and trust you more. I guess be a little bit more vulnerable with it.
So that's interesting. So he's saying that in order for him to be vulnerable, he needs to feel like she's strong. And I'm just going to take a guess and say that in his past, he had people who were maybe dependent on him in a way that hurt him. Maybe a parent who was alcoholic and he needed to take care of them or something, that scares him. And he needs someone to be strong and be confident so that he can relax and know that they can take care of him in return. That's a lot of speculation.
I really just want to be friends right now. I just really want to get to know who you are as a person.
But we don't want to be we're just friends, so much so that we lose what got us here in the first place, which is the idea that we wanted to be married and have a long-lasting relationship in that aspect.
In my head, sex isn't the only thing that separates a friend from a married couple. That's a part of it, but it's more than just, okay, well, yeah, we're friends, so now we can't be intimate or now we can't be romantic. It's deeper than that for me. I'm saying friends is in let's just enjoy each other's company. Let's not put pressure on ourselves to feel like we have to do this in a certain amount of time, or married couples usually do this beyond sex. I just want to get to know you.
So this is good. Starting out, they're talking, they're not escalating, they're not accusing each other of anything, they're expressing themselves, they're talking about their values. This is starting out well.
Why the expert smashed us, day by day.
So I guess my question for you is, what is it that you need to see that we're progressing and we're getting to a space where we can feel strong about our relationship and strong about our marriage?
Me feeling like you're being genuine and honest with me at all times, trusting you, and seeing that you haven't wore your ring in quite some time, that makes me feel some type of way, because no matter what we've been through, I've still wore my ring. I've still shown that I'm still committed to the marriage. If I'm showing the world that I'm married to you, then you should do the same.
Okay, so seems to be going well. they're starting from ground zero, or they're starting at -10 and trying to get to zero. But it seems to be going maybe okay. This is a good start.
In regards to the ring, I haven't felt like I've been in a marriage. And then separate from that issue, I haven't done the best job of being your husband. I haven't lived up to those expectations, which is a painful reminder of like how far I've fallen from day one to now, and how much work I still have left to do.
I think it's fair for him to say that he feels like he's failing as a husband, but something about the fact that my husband is walking around looking like a single man and I'm supposed to be like this married woman, that to me does not sit right.
So this doesn't bode well, but there have been other moments where I have said that, and then the couple manages to pull out of the nosedive, that she is interpreting it as nefarious. It's that knee-jerk reaction of accusation and distrust that won't usually help in a relationship. I'm worried about these two because of the relationships. They don't seem to have any intimacy or even that they like each other. So I'm looking for some way for them to just have fun, just do something fun together, watch a movie or play golf or throw a ball. Like, put all this, okay, let's start over. Let's play cards. Let's watch TV. Let's just do something fun, because I don't think they've had that yet.
The other thing is, like, allow me to make mistakes, because I don't know you. Like, I just want to feel like I'm allowed to have room to grow, but also make mistakes, and not have that count as a strike or demerit against me when it does happen.
Okay, that's good. So he's saying, hey, I'm going to make mistakes, and I hope that you can recognize that sometimes that's going to happen. It would have been better if he could have laid on some more apology, like, I am so sorry that I gave you the impression that, and maybe I was upset at the time, and I don't know, but I am so sorry of what I said on the plane. Apologize. But I don't know. Let's see what she says here.
I mean, I get that, but I've explained to you like multiple times that for me, if I told somebody, okay, I don't like this, but then you constantly do it, it can't be give me leniency. Like, you shouldn't like allow yourself to have the excuse that like we're still learning if I've already told you that that's something that I don't like and you're doing it again. It's hard to be with somebody that you don't really feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
And you're married to them, so there's nowhere you can go. There's nothing you can really do. Like, and you're tied to this person. It shouldn't be hard for me to like feel a connection or to want to talk. Like, these things are hard for me. And so like, I don't even know like the path. Like, I don't know what the right answer is.
So that doesn't bode well, that the things that she's saying, which I could absolutely see happening. If you forced me to marry some rando, or I signed up to marry some rando, and after a few days I'm just like, this is not going well. I'm trying, but I don't feel it in my heart that I want to reach out to this person or give them the benefit of the doubt, because I don't even know if I like this person because of the terrible things that have happened thus far. That kind of sounds like what she's saying. It's just like she's stuck because she's married and she's on camera, but if she had her choice, it sounds like she would be like, no, we tried, we went on a few dates and it didn't work, so, I'll date someone else. So it sounds like she's stuck between a rock and a hard place.
We kind of had to reverse course a little bit, just getting back to basics, really laying the foundation of friendship.
I mean, I noticed that you didn't have you still have your ring on, or?
I don't.
Yeah.
It was a representation of something that I did not live up to. It was an expectation that I essentially failed at in a matter of days, which was disappointing.
All right, well, that does it for that episode of Psychology in Seattle, in which I react to Married at First Sight. I feel like it's been a roller coaster. There's been like, I'm worried, and then they make up, and then we see them coming together. Maybe it's a factor of the fact that they get married and there's all this emotion and there's so much uncertainty and you have all these dreams and it doesn't really work out the way you want it to in the first few days, and then things kind of settle down and then the couples find their way through that. I don't know why I'm always pulling for these people. I just like people to be in love, and so it's nice to see. If I haven't said already, subscribe, hit the bell below, like below, comment below, become a patron, and subscribe to the podcast on your podcatcher. And comment below, really, Let me know what you think about what I've been saying, because I don't know what you think. And please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.